Welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun Bowl, and home to the UTEP Miners, and it's always a pleasure to come out this way, and we're certainly excited about the game we have in store. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Miners will get us started with the opening kickoff. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Stewart. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Going to the running game. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Huff. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. So you didn't pick up the first down on the short game, but will the analytics sway them to go for it here on 4th down?
I think the analytics say go for it, Reese. Every single time, every situation now. It's only 1 yard to go, short yardage situation, man. I'm going to trust I can get that yard.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Huff. He makes the connection. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
7, UTEP 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. On the move at the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How about the left side of the line, getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And the Miners moving quickly to the line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
To throw, it's Locklear. The throw to the outside is complete. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup and get him the football for the first down.
And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter.
The end of the first quarter. With the score, Jacksonville State 7, UTEP 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll go right back to him. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Try to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Gets it out quickly. At the 45 on his way. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
He'll throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The quick out. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Getting set for the point after.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with you.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this...
Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep, and that's going to open up your running game later on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. San Jose State took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Spartans that fired on all cylinders. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Gamecocks! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
He's off to the races. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
Yeah, and we saw it last week. This guy's got big playability. I mean, he can make those big plays, and now you see it again, man. Over 100 last week, looking to go over 100 this week, and this is why. You hand him the football, he makes enormous plays, chews up a ton of yards, and really catapults this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Double right. Cobra. Ready.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. He makes a grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Here's the handoff. He will be stopped short right in his tracks at the 3-yard line, and the defense comes up with a play on 4th and goal. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Give to the running back. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Huff. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's loose at the 15. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a 1st down. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking to buy time. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him and go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Stand on your feet. Let's make some noise.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense goes to offense.
To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Odom. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Jacksonville State 28, UTEP 0.
And the Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll call for the fair catch here. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Got blown out in the 1st half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Going to the ground. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The Miners racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Locklear. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Got a man. It's Odom. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Moves away as he feels pressure. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Shakes off the defender.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
42 spike.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He wants to throw it again. He'll get rid of it. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover three. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got...
A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Ready up.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10.
Lion. Here we go. Go.
The give to the left side. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The give to the tailback. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Miners want to crank the tempo. The give to the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UTEP!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 19 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, it's Huff. Using his legs to buy some time. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Going up top on first down. Get it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Jacksonville State 28, UTEP 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Out 55 weak. Tuna.
He wants to throw. Keeps looking downfield. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
On the run, it's Stewart. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
UTEP 7.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.